Well, it's not exactly how I wanted my day to go. Been kind of hectic lately. As you can see, I no longer have a well house. It looks like from testing the what's left of the wires going down to the pump that my pump shorted out and it went from hot to ground, caught the wires on fire, the insulation that was in the casing caught it on fire and burnt the well house down. So now I'm up here with no water. I've got to try to get this pipe out of the ground and the pump and all the rest of this stuff. So, fun times, but what can you do? I need a new well house anyway. That was part of the projects, or one of the projects for this summer, was to build a pretty good sized well house so I could have the water filter and storage tanks and all that stuff in there. So anyway, I'm gonna get busy. I don't know if I can pull all this piping out of the ground with the pump by myself or not, but I'm gonna try. I may have to get the backhoe over here and use it to hold something. I don't know. But I'm gonna get busy and see what I can get done. Oh, it's just too slick. Whew. Stuck. Man, I don't want that to go all the way back down the ground. pipe wrench. All right, well, I pulled and pulled, and the pump or something in front of the pump is getting hung on the bottom of the inner casing. So I'm stuck. I've tried to pull on it. Got my neighbor down here, and he walked the pipe around in a circle, and I kept wiggling on it. We called the guy that originally owned this property and had the well put in. He said there's only about 1/4 of an inch to 3/8 of an inch clearance on each side of that pump, so it's really tight going through there anyway. So if there's any mud or anything on the outside of that pump, it's not coming out. So it looks like, unless I get really lucky, pull on it here in a minute, I'm gonna have to have water well service come out here, probably pull inner casing and everything out. It's not what I wanted to do, but hey, there's nothing I can do about it. Gotta have water. So that's where I'm at. I don't know, I'm gonna play with it for a few minutes and see what happens, but looks like I'll be without water for at least a week or so. I don't know, we'll see. But I've got to call into a water well guy, and hopefully he'll call me back in a little bit and can pencil me in. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Had no luck getting the pump out. It is stuck, hitting the liner. Jonathan from JFS Well Service came out last night and managed to get some of the liner start moving. He is going to be here. I think he's bringing a winch truck here in just a little bit. I'm going to start cleaning up some of this mess. But he's bringing a winch truck and is going to, we're going to have to pull the liner and cut it in pieces, get all this stuff out. Replace the liner. He said he may have to do an airlift to clean the well back out. And once he gets the liner and everything put back in, he'll come back. I think he said he'll come back, try to come back tomorrow and start setting the pump and all new stuff here. So I thought I could do it myself. If I could have gotten the pump out, I could have done it all. I just don't have anything to get it out. I didn't want to break it off. I had to hire him to come out and fish it out anyway and just be more money. So I just gave him a call and see if he could handle it. So that's where we're at. He's going to be here in a little bit, and we're going to try to get all this stuff out. Hopefully be able to get the liner back in it today. That's the plan. He's on another job this morning, so I don't know what time he's going to get here and how late he's going to want to work. But hopefully here in the next week, and it may be in the next couple of days, I'll have water again. If not, I'm going to have some water trucked in for the animals. I just don't have enough. Pigs go through a lot of water. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm going to start cleaning up, pick up some of this junk around here, and wait on him to get here. Okay, so we didn't get anything done yesterday. The well guy got hung up on another job, ran into problems, and he just wasn't able to make it up here. He called me several times throughout the day to give me updates and what was going on, but by the time he was finished, he would have been here about an hour before dark. So he decided it'd be best if we just wait till this morning, get out here early, and get on it and try to get the whole thing done. So he should be here in just a few minutes, and hopefully we can get this whole project knocked out today. Won't have a well house. It'll be covered with a tarp for a while, but I've got to get the gable ends of the house closed in, then well house, and then, you know, on all that stuff. So anyway, we're waiting on him. He should be here in just a little bit. We'll get going. Okay, we got the old pump and the old liner out. Got the new liner put back in. He had to go switch trucks and bring back all the rest of the stuff to get the pump back in the ground and get all the plumbing and all that stuff. So he's yeah, he'll be back in a little bit. This right here is why I could not get the old pump out, because all this rope, apparently there was the rope that came all the way out of the well and was tied to the edge or whatever, and I guess the fire burnt the end of it off. It fell down the well, or it fell down in the well at some point, and it was wadded up in there and it made like a swedge. So you pull on it, the harder you pull, the tighter it gets. So that's why we had to pull the liner, which just to pull the liner out and put the new one back in was an extra $1,400. But it is what it is. Gotta have water. I have animals gonna be getting thirsty here in a day or two, so we had to get it done. We're out here on the weekend. He is nice enough to work through the weekend and get this done for me. And hopefully here in a couple of hours, we're gonna have water again. He's gonna flow test it and get all that done. And I'm gonna have to build us, I don't know, just a little small box of well house cover, whatever you wanna call it, to keep it out of the weather until I build the big well house, which will be later on this summer, I hope. So that's where we're at. Hopefully he'll be back here in just a little bit and we'll continue on. Get away from the burn. Yeah, yeah. Goes in a lot easier to jump out from here. Right there it is. All right, we're done. Everything is finished. If you're wondering why I'm wet, it's because I turned the valve on when there wasn't a hose attached to it and I wasn't paying attention. I shot myself with some ice cold water. So at least I have water. But here it is. We got our new pressure tank. Everything's new. I now have a new project I have to do. I've got to build a box or something over this thing to keep the bears from coming up here and rubbing on it or pulling on it or tearing it up. So I'll just get something temporary to put over it to protect it for now. Sometime before winter, I need to get out here and build a new well house. I'm going to build a big well house to put the filters and the storage tank and all that stuff in it. Got to get the gable ends on the house closed up. So this little project's done. I have water again, which is nice. The animals were about to start getting thirsty. I needed to get all this taken care of so I didn't have to truck in water. So I will get out here sometime this week and start building some sort of cover for this thing and cleaning up this mess. But that's it. It's a great guy, great well service. I'll put a link to his Facebook page on the video, and anyone around here in the Arkansas area that needs water service, and this guy's, he's great. He's dependable. If he's gonna be late, he calls you. He's just really a great guy to deal with. But that's it. I'm gonna go in, find some dry clothes, and start cleaning up.